Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Critical, and welcome back to episode 14 of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Guys, we are in the Nether update, if you couldn't tell, based on the cute little new pigman models. I really like the new pigman. I love it. I know a lot of people were sad about the old one leaving, but I like having unique character models for each of the things. I hope they do a little bit more of that. But we have a lot to go over today. So I've gathered some of the new materials, I've traveled to some of the new places and such. I'm sure if you've been on YouTube over the last week, you've seen a million different people going through and playing through all the new biomes and stuff. So I don't think I'm going to go through and explore those on camera and stuff. I think we're just going to kind of jump right into some of the more, detail stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited. Look at all this stuff. We have so many new blocks now. This isn't even everything. This is just like probably 2/3 of what there is. There's still a bunch more stuff. I know there's like quartz, bricks is one of the things, and there's stairs and slabs for like all of these things and stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff. But this thing. But let's take these real quick. So I've been looking around the Nether base trying to decide what we're going to change, because as I discussed a few episodes ago, some of this stuff is going to have to change because I want to incorporate the new blocks and such into the build palette. And I was trying to figure out which parts I want to change, because I don't want to change the whole thing. I like the way some of this looks, so I only want to change certain parts. So what I've decided on is that the main bridge, this main big bridge, and the top of this building are going to remain the way that they are. I'm not going to change them at all. I may add in a couple of extra detail blocks and stuff here and there, but for the most part, these two pieces are going to stay the same. What is not going to stay the same is, if I can get up here, this bottom part of this building, this entire tower, and the portal area over there. Those three items are going to, those three are going to change to incorporate the new blocks. As a matter of fact, most of the nether brick will be removed from those three. And I think the granite down there is going to be changed to basalt, but I have not decided yet. My reasoning for that is just that I think I really like the way this looks, and we worked really hard to get this in. And I think that works, the granite works best with the nether brick, so that's why I'm keeping these two. But the rest, I think the rest of the base I want to have mostly be black nether brick. And I think it'll be really cool to have like this main part be like red and purple. I think it'll make it pop out a lot more from all the surrounding like black and gray and stuff. The red and gold will stay, obviously. I'm not going to change the glass or anything like that. And we will still use nether brick here and there, but it's going to change quite a bit. And obviously all the new builds and stuff will probably mostly be black nether brick. And subject to change on these two. I mean, we may eventually be like, you know what? It would look better if we changed this and this to match everything else, but we shall see how it goes. One thing I did want to show you guys was, I'm going to place these down real quick so I don't forget where I've taken them. I did a bunch of resource gathering. The server was actually down for about 2 days while everything updated. So unfortunately, this is going to be going up on Tuesday, not Saturday like I wanted it to, because I just don't have time to record enough for this episode and get it edited and everything. But if we head to the overworld here, if it'll let us, and we head this way, I was gathering a bunch of materials. I spent about 2 days gathering materials before the update started installing. And if we head down here, I can show you guys what I got. So we were talking last episode about doing the trees and stuff over here and trying to get this island kind of finished up. So I went off to a forest and grabbed a little bit of leaves and logs here. So we've got, I think, hopefully enough to do at least a good portion of that forest that we want to do over there. As well, I decided that for the shop over that we have at the harbor, for the colored shop, I want to store everything in shulker boxes, like colored shulker boxes. So I went to the end cities, and I went through about 10 end cities and got a few shulker shells and obviously a bunch of other stuff here that was there as well. I also decided that for the banners, I want to sell the purple banners and the illager banners as well, just as like a bonus one on top of the default 16, because I think that'd be pretty cool. And then the last thing that I did was got a few more colored blocks. So last episode we got glass, concrete powder, wool, dye, and terracotta, I believe, were the 5 things that I collected. I've added to that with banners, solid concrete, like this has already been solidified, carpet, glazed terracotta, and glass panes. And of course, we've got all the other colors back here as well. So that's a lot of materials. That's going to do us pretty well for the shop. I think we'll be good to go there. Even with the shulker boxes, I think we have enough to put everything in shulker boxes for now. But as for what we're going to do this episode, it's going to be kind of a mix of things. First of all, I definitely want to go through and see if there's anywhere we can incorporate some of the new stuff. I just want to take a look at some other builds and stuff and see if there's anywhere it would look cool to add some of this stuff. And as well, I don't think we're going to be working at the harbor today. I think I want to start getting these trees in place. So probably a little bit of nether revamping, a little bit of trees, and we will see where we need to go from there. All right, so the first thing we're going to be focusing on today is the forest over here. So I want to try to get this mostly in place. This forest is going to kind of cover everything from like the edge of that to kind of back over here. I think we're going to kind of fill most of this space with it. Going all the way back, of course. Originally, I was just going to... I'm going to grab a few of these, actually. Let's see. Originally, I was just going to do dark oak trees and kind of replace the blocks with some different things. There's a couple of sheep merging over there. But I think I want to do actual trees like we did here. I think I want to do some custom stuff like we did with the jungle trees over here, because even though it takes a really long time to do, I think it looks a lot better in the end. So I definitely want to go with 2 wide trees. I still want to do that. Maybe we'll do a mix of 2 wide and single wide. Can kind of do like a bit of a mixture thing. And I really like the leaning trees, but I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to have them leaning quite as much as the jungle trees. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably go... Let's see. Let's go 3. And then let's go over here a little bit and go 2, 3. And then let's see how this looks if I just have a little bit of a curve there in the tree. That's not terrible. I think that's kind of what we'll do. Just slight curves. They'll go in different directions and stuff throughout the little forest. And then, of course, down at the bottom here, I definitely want to have some of this kind of stuff where the roots kind of go out. But I don't, again, we're dealing with much smaller trees here than we are over there. So I think it makes a lot more sense to kind of have the logs stay at a very low kind of frequency, or height, I should say. So maybe we do something like this, and we can definitely have this kind of coming off over here. Maybe that might be a bit too much. That's not bad. Could do something like that. Maybe have that extend down a little bit. We can get a little bit of difference going on in the heights of each of these little blocks here. Like we can add something there, we can add a piece there, just to kind of get the trunk looking, very, very natural. And of course, like I did over here with this, I definitely want to have some of it going down into the place, although it's going to be very difficult for me to get these in place unless I do something like that. That doesn't really make sense. I may have to go up under and place these down like that, but we'll definitely have, like a few pieces popped out here and there. Maybe not that one. I don't know. I'll have to go through and kind of figure out where we want to do this stuff, but I'm hoping to have a few of these kind of scattered about here and there. Maybe like that. Maybe that's enough. Maybe one there. This one I can actually go ahead and place. But yeah, so just something like that, and then kind of do a bunch of those kind of scattered about. And I think if we're going to do single trees, I'll probably do something like this design over here. Because what I did over here is just another kind of curvy oak tree as well. Kind of going through there. And I definitely want to do some more of these glass holes, but I don't know where. Probably going to stick to kind of flat areas if I can. So not necessarily up at the top here, but maybe one here or one back over there or something. maybe one up over there, although the forest isn't going over there, so we're not going to focus on that today. But as for the leaves, I want to kind of do the same thing with these trees, where there's just like a properly sized canopy. I guess I should try to add in some branches and stuff as well. Might be cool. Although I'm not really sure the best way to go about doing that. Like, I'm thinking I could just have like a couple of logs. Oops, not there. I could just have like a couple of logs sticking off like this, you know, just like here and there, and have a few going in some random directions so that we can fill the area a bit. I could make it a pattern, actually. Hold on, let's see. Something like that, just a little bit of extra, so there's a little bit of like structure poking through the limbs. But I'm going to work on this for a bit. I'm going to get some of the leaves and stuff in. We may jump over and do something else for a little bit as far as the episode goes, but I'm going to work on this for a bit here and see what I can come up with for the rest of these trees. Okay, so we seem to be having a bit of an issue, and I'm not sure what's happening. So I'm over here at the Guardian Farm, obviously, as you can tell. Ooh. Well, that'll definitely do it. I've kind of picked that up, but there's a lot of stuff I'm not picking up for some reason. Hold on. So I came over here. The zombie pigman farm is extremely laggy. I don't know what's happening. Maybe performance issues. Hopefully it'll get fixed in the next little update thing they're doing. But I'm trying to figure out why items aren't being up there, and I think maybe it's just glitched out at the moment, because I can't pick any of these up, so I don't think they actually exist. Also, the guardians aren't dying. Well, that fell through the floor. Ooh. Okay. It looks like this farm is broken. I thought this farm was fine, but it looks as though no wonder I wasn't getting any items. It has nothing to do with those being stuck. It has to do with these having fallen through the ground. Okay, hold on. Let's go turn off the farm real quick. Looks like some are still getting killed, but only for a moment, and then they're getting pushed to the side that doesn't have any tridents in it. Also, I have a bunch of beds on me because we're about to go to the Nether. I was trying to upgrade my tools before we went. You may not rest Nether. Oh, yeah, because I'm in a Guardian farm. Duh. Where can I go? There we go. This is unfortunate, because hopefully these tridents still exist and that they're not just gone. How do I get... Okay, I just picked that one up, so that's good. But I can't pick this other one up without breaking something. Let's see here, because I don't want to break that because the water will flow everywhere. Hold on. What's the best way to do this? Probably just to break this piston, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna break this piston. Okay. So, ow. Knew that was gonna happen, but I still did it. Wait, which way does that go? That's correct. Okay. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go back through and throw all the tridents. What I'm worried about, I guess I should have thrown that here, not there. Hold on. These are supposed to go here. What I'm worried is that that's gonna keep happening. No. No, we seem to be fine. Now. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to just go through and rethrow. It's like one of each trident, which is weird. Like, there's not any, it doesn't look like they have both broken. It looks like wherever this hole was, it's now fallen down onto the redstone. So I'm gonna have to go through and repair all of those in order to get this up and running. Dang it! So many problems. Okay, so I was able to repair all of the tridents. Those are good to go, and they don't seem to be falling out anymore. And I've also figured out the problem with this. So it seems as though pressure plates now have an actual hitbox. It's not big, but it's enough that item, you saw it right there, got caught in the corner. It's enough that items now get caught on this, whereas before they did not. So that is why we're not getting any items or any experience, because all of the experience and items are getting caught on these, and I only get the experience when I actually walk up to the items. So I think what we're going to have to do, you can see I can pick them up there now. I think what we're going to have to do is go through the farm and replace all of the golden pressure plates with signs or something else that doesn't have a hitbox. I'm going to have to look into see which items will actually work for letting things through. Okay, so I seem to have fixed the item issue. Everything seems to be flowing up here perfectly fine now. It looks like what the issue was definitely the hitboxes, because I've replaced these all with signs, which don't currently have a hitbox, and everything seems to be flowing through perfectly fine. I think I turned off the farm. Yeah, I did. I future-proofed it a little bit. In the event that signs do get a hitbox added, I've tried to put all the signs on the side opposite of where the items are going to go. So the items kind of naturally gravitate toward one wall on each of these things. So for example, right here, the items come out and they get kind of stuck against this wall and come down. So I put the sign here on this side. And I try to do that pretty consistently throughout the farm wherever I could. Obviously, there's some places where I don't really have a choice. It's going to go to the other side. I don't really have any control over that. We may have to fix that in the future if they add hitboxes, but I don't think they have any plans for that right now as far as I know. One other thing is that I saw another one of the tridents fell down earlier. I had to fix it again. If that continues to happen, it's not a big deal. I'm just basically going to end up having to find a way to rewire this redstone slightly so that it can still activate both of these pistons without having this one here, because what's actually happening is the trident is, I think, getting pulled through this little gap right here that you can see, and I think it's falling down through and then getting kind of very quickly pushed into the glass block, so it's falling down. So basically this just needs to be a solid block, because it's not happening to the one on this side ever. Hello. It's never happening over here because there's a solid block here, so I basically just need to find a way to wire this around there. But I was able to get my items repaired, which is good. I don't have any rockets at the moment, which is unfortunate. Oops. Let me get back to the nether real quick. We're gonna go look for some netherite and some crying obsidian are my two goals. We're not going to really explore the biomes like I said, because I think you've all seen that, but we are going to go try to find some of those, because I do need both of those for various things. I want to make some respawn anchors so that we can start spawning at our nether base, and I also want to just have netherite to upgrade our stuff. I'm less worried about the netherite right now than I am about the crying obsidian, though. That's kind of my main goal. So I'm going to get into the nether. I'm going to go get some rockets because I actually ran out, and then I will meet you guys in there and we will go hunting for those items. Okay, so I was able to find another bastion. I went through it real quick. There wasn't really anything in there. There was a little bit of a crying obsidian, which is what I came for. I think we have almost enough for 2 respawn anchors now. I think I'm actually 1 block short of having enough. But what I've discovered is you can trade with the piglins. You just have to have gold armor on. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I was having a lot of trouble getting them to trade with me. I didn't realize you have to be wearing gold armor to do it. I thought you could just have gold on you, and they would be like, yeah, we're cool. But nope. You need to be wearing it. Let's see what he gives me now. Yeah, that time he gave me obsidian, and that was quite a bit of obsidian, I think. So I want to get a couple of these guys at the base, because I want to just, like, set up some farms and have them kind of automatically giving me stuff, especially since we have a gold farm. Yeah, because they give you quartz and glowstone, soul sand. He gave me some boots earlier, or he put them on and then he gave them to me. But they give you a ton of stuff, so I want to try and get a lot of those guys over at the base. At least like maybe 8 or so of those, like a little station set up that'll have like a dispenser automatically feeding them those items. But now what I want to do is try and find some netherite. Now, this whole area, I almost flew into that little block. It was terrifying. This whole area kind of seems to be, ooh, you know what I'm realizing? I'm realizing I have no clue where I am. Do I go this way to get home? The Nether is not somewhere you want to be lost. And I'm lost in the Nether. Hold on. Wait a minute. Here we go. I know where I am now. Right? Yeah. Okay. Phew. I had a moment there. I had a moment where I was like, I'm lost. That's like the third time I've done that today. It's so cool. Anyways, let's try and find some netherite. So I want to kind of get away from the lakes. I want to try and find somewhere where there's not like, you know, lava below everything. So maybe we go somewhere like right over here. And let's dig in. Let's dig in somewhere. It spawns, I think, more frequently, or so I saw a video on that it spawns more frequently below and at like another level somewhere up here. I don't know if that's because it actually does that, or if it's because there's just so much air blocks here that you don't see anywhere else. I didn't really understand, because my understanding was that it spawned everywhere, but apparently it spawns more frequently in some places than others, so I don't really know how it works, but that's a good sign. Hold on. Was that just one piece? Yeah, that's just one little bit of lava. Let's go down. You need to dissipate so I can actually go places. Thank you. Let's go down a bit. I am very scared of this. And we're going to actually put that on. Yeah, I'd like to put that on, but I'm afraid they're going to get that. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's go like that for now. And I can put on actual armor there. So I've got a bunch of stuff here. I got a bunch of beds. I've got enough to make 64 of them. I want to put this like as far... So if I can reach there, I'd like to put this like there, and then put this here. Can I click you from there? I can't quite click you from there. Whew. That wasn't too bad. I didn't take any damage there. And then we just kind of look around, see if we've got any debris. It's called debris, not netherite. And it doesn't look like we got any here. But basically, I'm just going to keep going through and trying to find all that we can. I need to clear out my inventory. But yeah, I'm going to do this for a little bit. I'm probably going to time lapse it a bit here. I'll probably just speed up the footage a little bit. And then we will see what we can find. Alright, so it has been quite a while. Here, another ghast. Just killed one a second ago. It's been quite a while. I've been going at this for a little bit. I found one piece of ancient debris. I found it right here just a second ago. If we go back this way, well, let me put my elytra on so I can actually fly. I did find another bastion. Got a couple of things from there, but I didn't explore it too much. I think at some point I'll go through and like try to find a bunch of them and do all that. But if I go back over here, you can actually see I went all the way along like the bottom of this this area. This is where we started. Way over here somewhere. I think this is part of my explosions and stuff too. So I've been going for quite a while. But I finally found one. And I figured out... Oh dear. Look, there's no reason. There's no reason for us to fight. Okay. I figured out what I think to be maybe a pretty easy way of blowing places out without having to like tunnel. Like if you don't really feel like tunneling. I did tunnel for a while, but if you go down like this and you have some obsidian on you, place that like that, you can stand on the obsidian and click the bed and you don't fall on the thing. I don't have my blast protection chestplate on. That was dumb. But you can kind of blow up like a nice little, you know, area from above, and then you don't have to worry about like any lava falling down on you or anything like that, and you can pretty much see everywhere from there, and you can pretty much, you know, you can do this literally anywhere. All you have to do is no. No. Okay, so here's the thing about ghasts now. They're super annoying. Because, and I looked up this, because I was actually very curious about what was happening with the mob spawning, because I noticed there was some weird stuff going on. And basically what's happening is they made a mistake or either a stupid choice with the way that mob spawning works. So basically, I don't know the exact numbers, but let's assume that mobs can spawn around you in a radius of like 22 blocks away up to 44 blocks away. That's like kind of the range, right? And I don't know if those are the exact numbers, but it's something around those lines. The despawn range on Java Edition, for instance, would be beyond that point. Basically, the spawn range and the despawn range do not overlap, because obviously you'd have things spawning and then blinking out of existence. However, what they've decided to do is make it so that those do overlap here. So basically, there's a range of about 10 blocks towards the edge of the spawn range where mobs can spawn and then they are in the immediate despawn range, so they immediately blink out of existence. So I've been having a lot of times where I'm just seeing things appear and disappear, and that's why. Just kind of blinking in and out of existence. But basically this means that this effectively shrinks the spawn range to being about 34 to 24 blocks away. So everything's spawning really close and very frequently because it can't spawn anywhere else. Like it can't spawn any further away than that. So it's a very strange, like you just saw it right there, that gas just spawned in and disappeared. And because that's happening, there's no mobs taking up the mob cap in that outer range. They're all taking up the mob cap within this very small range. So you're running into a lot more mobs, especially ghasts. Because zombie pigmen take up their own mob cap, I believe. So ghasts, magnacubes, and piglins, I think, are the only thing taking up the other mob cap. So they're super frequent here. Which isn't like... It's really only annoying for the ghasts, right? Like, it's not like the worst thing. But it definitely... I don't like the blinking in and out of existence thing. That is really annoying to see. So hopefully they fix that pretty soon. But, yeah. So I don't know that I'm going to hunt for any more. That was the wrong way to do that. I did not stand on the obsidian at all. I don't think I'm going to hunt for any more debris today. I only found the one piece, but I want to get back to the base and try to start working on some stuff. So I think we're going to take a pause on this. I'll probably come back and work on it bit by bit as we go. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to do it, but it's definitely more fun and safer, provided I'm not dumb, more safe than doing anything else. So yeah, but I'm going to head back to the base. I'm going to keep working on those trees. I think I figured out a pretty good canopy system as well, so that's pretty good. And then I will see you guys there in a bit. There's another ghast. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, so I was able to get the canopy on the tree in. I don't think I showed that off yet. I think I shut off the trunk and then I worked on the canopy off camera. I could be wrong. I've recorded a lot for this episode. But I've identified where the other trees are going to go as well. So this is what we're going with. Kind of like just a fancier dark oak tree. Something small. I think it looks pretty cool. And obviously, this one bends this way. We'll have them all bend in random directions and stuff so that it's not like they're all leaning that direction. Like with that one over there, the jungle trees, we had one leaning that way, and that way. So we'll do something similar here, having them all different directions. I've spread them out quite a bit because, again, I want to try to put some of the smaller trees in here. So once I get all the big trees in, I'm going to go through and with all the gaps and stuff, we're going to put in some of those kind of smaller ones as well. And I may try to do some like bushes and stuff in the ground as well. I definitely want to do that over there in the jungle, but I may try to do it over here as well, just to fill the area out a little bit more. But let's head downstairs because I actually, as you saw there, I went mining for ancient debris again. I went to a different area because I just was not having luck in that first space. And after maybe an hour, I sat down, watched a live stream, and did it for about an hour. And I got 30. And as you can see here, they're done. That's broken. I don't like that. I need to fix it. There we go. Yes, we have 30 now. So we should have enough to do, I think, 7 different items. Let's see here. Yeah, look at this. 7 netherite ingots. That's awesome. I was also able to gather. I started gathering all the quartz and the gold that I found because I figured that'll be useful at some point. But let's make a... where did I put my iron? Here we go. Let's make a... what is it? The upgrading bench real quick. The... I forget what it's called. But let's make one of those real quick. Oh, I have one here. Smithing table. Never mind. Sweet. So we can upgrade 7 items. I definitely want to do my sword, picks, and shovel. Those are definitely ones that I want to do. I'm not going to do this yet because I want to add mending to that still. And I want to make sure that I can do it. I think my armor is pretty much all maxed out here with what it can be. So I think we can do that as well. But I don't have 8. I only have 7. I need 2 more scrap in order to do all my armor. So I think we'll leave the chest plate off since I'm using my elytra mostly. And we'll do everything else here. So let's go ahead and... Oops. I didn't pull my boots off. Let's go ahead and do this. So we'll start with the sword. Look at that. Oh, it looks so cool. Also, it's like default texture pack because this texture pack hasn't been updated. So there we go. There's that. We'll do the picks next. Boom, boom. It's so weird to have different resolution items going in my inventory. And then we'll do the shovel here. And then we'll do the chest plate, or the helmet, the pants, and the boots. Sweet. Guys, we are kitted out. Look at this. Oh, it looks so good. And with the gold cape that I've now equipped. I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode. I unlocked a gold cape at some point, and I put it on. I don't know how long I've had this, but apparently I've unlocked it. Sweet, we have awesome stuff now. It's so weird having 2 resolutions, but I kind of like it. It's kind of wonky. It's fun. But I think at this point that is going to do it for this episode. I actually was able to get enough done that I think I can get this episode out on Saturday, which is today. I have to edit it like right now if I want to get it out, but I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. In the next episode, we'll definitely be probably back over at the shop. I'm going to try to get this done off camera, or at least get these trees in off camera. And yeah, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.